outlier detection is an important feature of GenAI, and that is particularly important in finance because there are lots of outliers in finance. It's hardly normal. So how do we do that? Well, in traditional discriminative AI, as I said, if you stick in an X, no matter whether it's an outlier, you are bound to get a Y or a probability for Y, no matter what. But in GenAI, we are concerned about P of X too. We are concerned about P of X, and we are concerned about P of X and Y. So if P of X is nearly zero, that means, sorry, but you have not trained your model on these kind of outliers. Well, P of X and Y will be close to zero. We don't have that probability. And so if that's the case, we won't trust any prediction of P of Y given X. You just haven't seen this X. Why bother to have a conditional distribution of P, Y? It's misleading. Right? It's good, it tells you that you shouldn't trust your machine learning model, but also that also points to the benefits of pre-training. Because if you pre-train your model with a large sample of X on all asset class, well, it would have seen these kind of outliers somewhere. And so you can have a much more reasonable estimate of P of X or P of X given Y or P of Y given X and so on and so forth. And that is, again, another benefit of pre-training. It allows you to come up with P of X, even if this sort of event has not happened for your asset class. But it might have, maybe you're trading Forex and you have never seen this, but it has already happened in the bond market. So you will guess what is the consequence of given X, what's Y, because it has happened in the bond market. You just haven't seen it in the Forex market yet, and so on and so forth, right? So, if you are only training your model on the Forex market, you may not have been able to give a reasonable assessment of what might be the outcome. Why? But hey, your model is be trained on all kinds of weird outcomes in all kinds of markets. So now you have a much better sort of evidence, or you have a much better chance of guessing what would happen in the Forex market if this were to occur. So that's the sort of high-level justification for us to dwell on GenAI, why we should study GenAI.